Donald Trump just got humiliated on the world stage after President Zelensky burst out laughing in his face over one shocking comment. What was supposed to make Trump look strong ended up exposing just how desperate he truly is. Stick around to see the moment that has everyone talking, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. So Trump's bizarre comment to Zelensky makes a lot more sense when you look at where Republicans are right now. Because the GOP has been sinking fast since their 2024 election highs, and Trump himself knows it. People are losing faith in Congress, they're angry over his tax cuts for the rich, and are protesting ICE raids across the country. We have even been seeing more people protesting the Republican Congress members, as seen when MAG Representative Elise Stefanik tried to visit her district in upstate New York today. But aside from disrupting politicians, people are starting to actually push back against Republicans and their terrible legislation, most notably in Texas, because people across the political spectrum have been making a push to ask their state government to not give in to Trump's gerrymandering demands.
My name is Stephen Lawrence. I'm here on behalf of myself and my organization, Clear Rule of Law. I'm a lifetime conservative. I'm a former GOP staffer, including for our House Majority Leader, campaign manager, and district chairman. I am here because I am a conservative, and I believe in the 7 core principles of conservatism as posted on Speaker Johnson's website. The president has violated all of these and is doing it on a daily basis, and the House Republican caucus has backed him up. He doesn't need more votes to have more members to back him up. He has a problem. 4 members are on the record voting to subpoena the Epstein files. And now the president has a problem because he doesn't have an Epstein-proof majority. So he comes to Texas and he says, give me 5 more votes. And you say, yes, sir, and instead of no, come and take it. Or maybe demanding something that Texans need. Texans need relief from taxation without representation through tariffs.
And it wasn't just this man who came to speak up. People from around Texas have been showing up to try to pressure their politicians from handing state governance away from the people and over to Donald Trump.
I think that it's important that we don't pretend that this is serving Texas. This is only serving politicians that are wishing to grovel and scrape for the scraps that are coming off the tables at Mar-a-Lago. There is nothing that benefits from this. I can see you roll your eyes, Chair King, but you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. Families in Austin, Pflugerville, Central Texas, they shouldn't be represented by people north of Houston or in West Texas, out in Midland. And you shouldn't be picking your voters. The voters should be picking you. And at the end of the day, if conservative policies were so effective and so well liked, you wouldn't have to do this. You know that you're losing, and you know that your policies are so inherently unlikable that you're having to cheat.
Republicans are losing the support of the people they just barely held on to last November, and as they get more and more unpopular, even with their own voters, they will have to take more drastic measures to stay in power. And in fact, 2 potential paths to straight up just steal the election may have just been revealed today by Trump himself. Because in a meeting with President Zelensky of Ukraine, Trump made 2 strange comments, and the second one made Zelensky burst out laughing. Firstly, Trump went into a rant about mail-in voting. Now, we all know that Trump has attacked mail-in ballots for years now, but with an extremist Supreme Court and no one in Congress to stand up to him, he now hints that he could just outright ban mail-in balloting and absentee ballots in elections.
We got to stop mail-in voting, and the Republicans have to lead the charge. The Democrats want it because they have horrible policy. If you have mail-in voting, you're not going to have many Democrats get elected. That's bigger than anything having to do with redistricting, believe me.
Now, banning mail-in balloting is one thing, but if Trump continues to tank in the polls, he might have to do a lot worse to keep Democrats out of power. And that is exactly where Ukraine comes in. You see, Ukraine postponed their last election because of the war with Russia. Now, obviously, being in a large-scale war with a quarter of your country occupied by the enemy, it's not a great time to try to host an election. And especially with Russia drone striking any large groups of civilians they see, it's almost impossible to get people out to voting booths in Ukraine right now. But Donald Trump seems to think that this situation is very interesting, because during his meeting today, Trump called Ukraine undemocratic because of this situation, and sarcastically asks what people would think would happen if he tried to postpone an election like that. He says that he could do this as long as he claimed the country was at war, and this caused Zelensky to just absolutely burst out laughing. Take a look at this.
So you say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the fake.
You like this idea?
Yeah, no, this is
Zelensky was laughing there not because Trump's joke is funny, but because he's thinking that of course Trump wants to postpone an election. Not only are his poll numbers just really bad, but he's also not up for re-election, so this would be one way to make him stay in office even after his term is up. And while it's easy to say that, oh, he's just joking and that Trump would never do that, let me put this into perspective. Donald Trump is now openly calling to ban mail-in voting and even joking, or maybe not joking, about postponing elections altogether. This isn't just some offhand remark, it's a window into how far he's willing to go to hold on to power as his popularity keeps slipping. And this all raises the question, if Trump is already out here testing these ideas out loud in public, what else has he been planning behind closed doors? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is Trump bluffing when he says things like this, or do you think he's actually laying the groundwork to influence future elections? And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.